It's almost like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't sleep at all. Like, I'm usually like in bed by now, but I literally just cannot sleep because I had a feeling that somebody was watching me, and I was right. Somebody was watching me. Like, they were watching my TikTok and they were watching my channel. I'm really, really pissed off that, okay, so I have two channels. I have my main channel where it has my first name, and I have my backup channel. Jeez. I have my backup channel that's called Recover My Life. That's what it's called. And a bunch of people that I used to know in person just started watching my channel, and it really upset me. Like, it's basically the same thing as my main channel. My main channel is just vlogs and cat videos and pet videos, just positivity and, cooking and different stuff, just positivity. But this channel, it's like that, but like I open up more, like I'm more vulnerable, and people that don't like me, right? They just started like stalking that page. Like, people that I used to talk to, people that I used to date or whatever, they, went to my Recover My Life channel, and they just, started watching. And honestly, that devastated me. Like, what I would do is I just wouldn't post for a while, and then, like, there's nothing I could do. Like, those people are going to keep watching my videos. So, and it's sad because I had like 85 subscribers. And also, I started working out on that channel too. I started making like working out videos, like just basically showing my progress. And just the fact that people that don't like me started watching my page, like, it devastated me. That's why I got this recovery podcast, because I don't want people, you know, just knowing the vulnerable side, because those people, they don't care about me. They're evil. What they did to me is evil. They want to see if I'm miserable. All right, they look at my videos to laugh at, and that's not what that channel is about. I don't want them to watch my videos. This video, or not video, my channel is about my progress. It's about my progress, and for them to watch that and to just be evil and have ill intentions, that is devastating. Okay, what they did was evil. They lied to me with not only their words, they lied with their actions. They used me for sex. I'm not going to say intimacy. It's straight up sex. That's what they used me for. All right. They never did wanted me. I was just a rebound. I was just a placeholder until they could find somebody else, somebody that they actually want. I was just some kind of sex toy to them. And it's devastating. That's not the kind of stuff I cry about. The kind of stuff I cry about is where I work hard for something and people try to sabotage it. I don't care if a person stays away from me, but just the hard work that I put into things and them trying to ruin it is what makes me upset. That's what makes me upset. Like, nah, you don't deserve to be in my life. And a lot of those people, they'll ghost you, they'll leave you, and they'll just move on with their life. They don't care. They'll just move on with their life and act as if anything never happened. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. I know people say, oh, they're going to get their karma. They're going to reap what they sow. God's going to bless my life. They're going to get cursed. But that's not always the case. All right. Sometimes people hurt people and they get to move on with their life. That is why you got to be careful around who you hang out with. Because I can't say things like be careful who you sleep with, because a lot of that stuff is not even consensual. That's why I'm saying instead of being careful who you sleep with, because like I said before, I didn't fully consent, be careful who you surround yourself with, because that could lead up into what happens. So I'm real pissed off. Like, real pissed off. It's going to take me years to move on. And the sad part is, well, not sad. Ain't nothing sad about being single. But the hard part about being single is, like, you gotta work on yourself. I think that's the hardest part. Because when you're, like, in a relationship, like, it's just easier to like forget all that. But like when you're alone, like you really gotta just like process those thoughts, and you just have to like process everything. That's the difficult part. I'm not saying being single is bad. I think being single is good, especially when you've been in toxic situationships. But just to me, the hardest part about being single, that to me is the hardest part. Because some people, sleep around or have kids in order to move on. Like, I'm literally just staying to myself. I do think that's the hardest part, but it's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in disguise because I'm pissed off because, like, I don't deserve this crap. I really don't. Like, I'm just grateful that I don't have any kids. But, it's also kind of upsetting because I want to heal before I get into something else. But sometimes, like, I don't want to work on healing just to get hurt again. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of doing all this healing for a potential heartbreak? But like I said before, I'm grateful I don't have kids. I'm grateful I don't have any, you know, incurable diseases. But I just want to heal and just move on. I don't want to keep saying that. I don't want to keep saying, oh, I'm going to heal and move on, and then don't do it. I don't want to heal and move on and then be upset again and then tell myself, oh, I'm going to heal, move on. And then I do heal and move on just to be hurt again. So, you know what I'm saying? Like 1 second I feel fine, 1 second I'm not, 1 second I feel fine, like 1 second I'm not. So I just gotta realize that I can't control how people treat me. All I can do is just stay away from them. I can't control whether or not people want to lie and take advantage of me. I can't control whether or not a person tells me lies. See, this is why I did not want to make a second book. I wrote a book about my life in a nutshell. I already made a book about, you know, my life. Just, it's a long story short. And in chapter 7, I talk about my love life in a nutshell. I talk about, it's a long story short about it, but it's hard to go into details, you know, and it's difficult. Like, I wish I could just help other people like me, because, like, I don't want other people to go through things like this. So hopefully I could go to sleep. Just, it's crazy. Like, the weather is acting bipolar, and just my schedule might change, and it's just been hard to sleep. Also, when I came home from work, I wasn't tired like I usually am. Like, usually when I get home from work, I'm usually just tired. But, like, this time, I'm just not tired. Like, I can't sleep. I'm usually tired all the time, but I just had a feeling that just, I just need to stay away from people. And I was already upset by the time I came home. By the time I came home and I was making dinner and I was just like watching videos, my mom didn't even want to talk to me. I was trying to tell her something positive. I'm just really going through a lot because the last person that I was sexually intimate with, like, I really did think that he was the one. Like when we first started talking, I was nervous at first because, like, this is my first time meeting somebody, and I feel like he was love bombing me. Like, he was lying with his actions and his words, and he was just trying to use me as a rebound. Like, a rebound is basically someone that just got out of a relationship and they're just using somebody else to, like, move on or whatever. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if that's the true definition, but just, I feel like I was this person's placeholder. Like, he was just keeping me around until he could find something else. He just wanted to use and experience me, right? And he just vanished. He ended up ghosting me. He blocked me. And, like, I try to talk things out, with him. And, like, I didn't see him for 3 months. And then, like, we got back together and he was, like, just saying that he loves me and stuff. And we ended up doing it just for him to ghost me again. Like, he ended up ghosting me, and just, like, I try to talk things out and I just can't do it no more. Like, and this person, his family, right? His cousin was beating on me, and, like, this is real stuff. Like, I ended up pressing charges. I'm gonna make this in the next audio clip. Like, my throat just keeps, I guess it's dry, but I'm gonna make this in the next audio clip. So until next time.